Hey guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today. Alright, let me just make sure I can actually... Okay, cool. So it looks like my audio's working. Alright, so let me put that away.
Welcome.
We don't need this in that case.
Thank you so much for joining today.
Where is this? Okay, cool.
Alright,
Welcome everyone.
Actually...
My name is Shashank. I'm a data analyst. I work at Nordstrom, a major North American fashion retailer.
Okay, cool.
And
So
recently, this channel is all about me teaching people how to become data analysts. And it's also about my journey to become a data scientist. And so recently, I actually put out a video, recently as in just today, I put out a video talking about what I believe are the most important things people need to consider when buying a new gaming laptop.
This channel is all about me teaching people how to become data
why did I say gaming laptop? People want to buy a new laptop for analytics. And long story short, I said the laptop you have doesn't matter too much, but there are a couple of things you might want to consider when you are looking for a laptop. So I just got my new laptop. If you want to know what it is an Asus Zephyrus M16. I have the Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3050 Ti, so I should have ray tracing matter too. Ooh, sorry, okay. So I just got my new laptop. If you want to know what it is an Asus Zephyrus M16. I have the Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3050 Ti, so I should have ray tracing matter too. Ooh, sorry, okay. So I just got my new laptop. If you want to know what it is an Asus Zephyrus M16. I have the Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3050 Ti, so I should have ray tracing matter too. Zephyrus M16. I have the Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3050 Ti, so I should have ray tracing matter too. Okay, is this better? Zephyrus M16. I have the Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3050 Ti, so I should have ray tracing matter too. Okay, perfect. Better? Perfect, okay. Wait. Perfect. Better? Perfect, okay. Wait. Okay, so can you guys hear me now? Okay, so can you guys hear me now? Okay, so I think we're good. Awesome. Okay, so we fixed our problems. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for telling me that. I turned it on, and you're right. It sounded absolutely insane. Give me 1 second. Let me turn on the AC. It's a little bit hot here. So for anyone wondering, I'm back in Dallas, Texas, and it is like 99 degrees Fahrenheit outside, which is, let's see. Oh, 87 right now. Okay, it was 99 earlier today, and in Celsius that would be 31 degrees. So it is quite hot here. So I have to make sure I turn on the AC. It's like a 5-second echo. Side, which is let's see. Oh, 87 right now. Okay, it was 99 earlier today, and in Celsius. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so no echo. Perfect. Hey, Chris Desai, great to hear you. Congrats on the new job, by the way. All right, so for anyone that couldn't hear earlier, my name is Shashank. I'm a data analyst. I work in Nordstrom, a major North American fashion retailer, and this YouTube channel is all about me teaching you guys how to become data analysts and data scientists. I'm on my journey to become a data scientist currently, and for anyone that's interested, I can teach you on how to become a data analyst, or you can join me on my journey to become a data scientist. So today, I actually released a video where I talked about what laptops and what considerations should you make if you want to get buy a new laptop as a data analyst or data scientist. So be sure to watch that if you want to see what considerations I have in there. Long story short, I don't think the actual laptop matters too much. And what is actually important is that, well, really nothing really. You just have to have a good enough processor, and you have to make sure that you're able to run the software you need to be able to run. So for example, if you want to run Power BI, you kind of are stuck with a PC. You could get a Mac and run Windows on it, but personally at that point, I would just go get a PC. Now the funny thing is, I myself am a Mac guy, but I got this PC for that very reason, and because I like to game. I'm actually going to be playing Halo Master Chief Collection later tonight with my brother after this live stream is over. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I set up my environments and my environments for like all the coding and stuff that I do. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so there's a couple of things over here. I use Tableau, Power BI, SQL, and Python. But for now, I'm just going to install Python stuff because I probably don't need Tableau and stuff for now. Yeah, so anyone else over here, if you have an interesting setup, let me know what it is. If you have a setup that you're interested in, just put it in the chat and let's hear what you got. So let's go ahead and set up my Python environment. So obviously R, Python, these are all tremendous tools for people to use in data science. Doesn't really matter what you end up using. I personally am a Python guy. So we are going to set up Miniconda. For anyone wondering how I set up my Miniconda environments, I actually have this Notion note over here, I guess. And I have a video on my channel. If you go to one of my first videos over here, Data Analyst Productivity Setup, where I basically talk about how I set up my computer and what all I put inside it. So I'm going to be recreating something similar to this setup, basically. All right, so my job required me to switch from Windows to Mac, but I'm not in data science at the moment. Okay, cool. What laptop are you using? So, hey, Shashank, great to meet you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was hoping that this would be useful for people. I think people seem to really like this one, so that's good. I am using let me show you. I'm using the Zephyrus G50 or M16, which is a stupid name for a laptop, but so you just type an M16. And it'll pop up on Best Buy. Yeah, Sue's Zephyrus, exactly. So I used to have the G14, then I returned it just because I didn't think I really needed it. Is it better to use Miniconda over Anaconda? So I think it depends on you as a person. Miniconda is significantly lighter, and I'm comfortable in command line, so I personally prefer to use Miniconda. At my last company, I was using Anaconda, and for some reason, the software would take forever to run. It was very, very slow, and that's where I actually started switching to Miniconda. I haven't had any issues using Miniconda. So this is the spec I have, an i7, 16 gigs of memory with an RTX 3050 Ti on it. So Hey Andy Chen, great to hear that you've finished the Tableau video. I would recommend finding a data set of something you're interested in. So for example, for me, I love cars, so I like visualize a bunch of stuff related to like cars just for fun. So I would recommend find something you're particularly interested in, get some data from it, and just start visualizing it for fun. Or go to Kaggle.com, Kaggle, and you can go ahead and get some really interesting data sets from this website. I'm not logged in right now, or well, let's see. Let's just log in. There we go. And you can go to data sets over here and get some interesting data sets. For example, like here's a Netflix stock price. You could do like an interesting graph with the date of the stock price, and then like if you can combine it with like what shows released around them, you might have an interesting visualization right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm basically going to install Miniconda first. There's a couple of things I need to install. So let's go ahead and install Miniconda. And if you have any questions, we can make this a Q&A session as well. There's no reason we can't do that. So go ahead and put it down in the chat below. For anyone wondering why I'm streaming on a Sunday night, it's because in the US we have Labor Day tomorrow. So most people here don't have to work tomorrow. Okay, so Miniconda 3, Windows 64-bit. That's probably what I need. Yeah. So let's go ahead and install that. So we'll put that over there. As you guys can see, I got Steam recently. Nice, nice. So is it Jamie or Jaime? Oh, well, I guess it's... Yeah, is it Jamie or Jaime, or is it something else? Oh, sorry, no, it looks like it's Jamie, my bad. What's your favorite team in the NFL? Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, so me and my girlfriend got Indian food the other day. The restaurant was okay. We went to this place called Coriander in Denver, and we got, so I love cheese naans, right? For anyone that isn't aware, naan is like an Indian bread, basically. It's like a really thick Indian bread. To the best of my knowledge, most people only eat it at restaurants. Usually you eat other stuff, like, at home. And cheese naan basically is this bread stuffed with like mozzarella cheese typically. But these guys, they stuffed it with so much cheddar cheese it basically became a quesadilla. And I mean, you know, you're supposed to eat it with like curries and stuff, so like it didn't taste that great when I had it with like everything else. So I wasn't particularly happy with it. Unfortunately, I'm hoping to get some better Indian food sometime this weekend. Okay, so let's go ahead. We installed Miniconda, so let's go ahead and install that. So for anyone wondering, Miniconda is basically a distribution of Python that is created by the Anaconda company. And basically these guys are like, Anaconda is kind of like the data science standard. You can obviously just use the regular Python distributions if you want to, but I prefer Miniconda because it works a little bit better. It's JMI. Buffalo Bills, nice. From Canada. Oh, okay, nice. Jamie, okay. I was like, JMI, that's an interesting pronunciation of your name. Okay, Jamie, okay, cool. Good to hear. From Canada, but grew up going to Bills games with your dad. That's awesome. You can view your system architecture on system information. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I have 64-bit. I'm just guessing. I haven't had a 32-bit computer in years. Yeah, I just mean no one else needs it. So I'm going to go ahead and install Miniconda. I personally prefer it. And Miniconda, I do want Miniconda to be my default Python 3.9. The good thing about Windows is that Windows doesn't depend on Python the way Mac does in order to run, so you don't have to like worry about it. Joshua Higgins, my 10-year-old laptop with an Intel i7, 8 gigs RAM, 2 gigabytes of video, and a recently installed SSD is still kicking hard on Windows 7. That's awesome. Hey, you know, it's a lot more environmentally friendly to keep your old laptops running. So for anyone wondering, my personal laptop actually is a 13-inch MacBook Pro, late 2013. So it's been going around for, it's kind of old now. What do you think of Crime Bee? I think you're trying to say Chrome, right? So we have that. Let's go ahead and install Visual Studio Code 2. What do you think of Chromebook? I would highly not recommend getting a Chromebook. I don't even... Can you write Python on Chromebooks? Let's see. Python Chromebook. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay, so it looks like you could use Python on a Chromebook. I mean, if a Chromebook is basically like Linux... I don't know if it is or not, but if it's basically Linux, then... Oh, shoot, wait. Oh, it looks like you can run... Wait, is this... Wait, so is a Chromebook basically Linux? Like Chrome OS? Is that basically... I don't really know if anyone's wondering. I would recommend a Windows or a Mac laptop because basically all companies will be using that, so I would definitely recommend that. Fun channel. I am taking a data analyst certified program on Coursera. What I should be focused on? Help, please. I would definitely recommend checking out my videos on Python, Python, SQL, and Tableau. That's a great way to get focused. You need to run Linux on Chrome for Python. Okay. If you really know what you're doing, then I don't really see the problem at all. But I would highly recommend getting just a Windows computer or a Mac, personally. And I would also say, and like someone correct me if I'm wrong, the way I kind of see it, right, is that like as analytics professionals, right, our entire jobs are dependent on us working on our computers. So spending a little bit of extra money on a computer is perfectly acceptable for people like us. Yes. And I don't care about a desktop icon. And okay, I thought Andy asked something. Yeah. What features does Anaconda have that Mini doesn't? And does it really matter when learning Python? It doesn't matter at all. I personally like Miniconda because when I worked in my first company, they gave me this nice Lenovo laptop, and for whatever reason, Anaconda would not it would take forever to load libraries and stuff. So ever since then, I just started using Miniconda. Now it's more just a habit more than anything. And the reason I teach people to use Miniconda is one, because it's significantly lighter, it uses less system resources, but two, also because like if you're going to get into analytics and you're going to get into like Python and everything, you might as well get comfortable with the command line. And that's why I'm very comfortable. I recommend in my videos that people use Miniconda, but it all does the same thing. I wouldn't worry too much about it. All right, so let's install Visual Studio Code. Can you make a video on core and advanced statistics with practical work applying on data science? Yeah, for sure. I'm learning it myself, but yeah, I don't see why not. Okay, so it looks like we have Miniconda installed. I don't need that. Finish. Launch Visual Studio Code. Let's go do that. All right, so as you guys I'm sure are aware, Visual Studio Code is my IDE of choice. IDE standing for Integrated Development Environment. It's basically where developers, analysts, stuff like that decide to develop their code. I'm going to go with a dark theme. I'm going to go get the Python extension. What is the best workaround for using Power BI on a Mac? Probably Boot Camp. Use Boot Camp and get Windows running on your Mac. I think that's the only one you have. Or Parallels and have Windows run that way. So I think that's your workaround. Oh, cool. Okay, perfect. At recommended languages. This is a really cool little tag they have over here. So I need to install Python and I need to install Jupyter. Those are the two things I need to install. I really want to get into Go. I don't know if anyone knows Go over here, but I've been wondering, does Go have something kind of like pandas to use for it? Because it seems like a really cool language. Step-by-step data project from Kaggle. Yeah, I don't see why not. I do have a live stream where I try and do a Kaggle project while drinking. I didn't get too far, but it was a lot of fun. Let's see. Because I forgot who all was there, but if you go here, and then we go to my channel, then I think, let me see if I can find the live stream it was. It was probably, it's a little while ago. Yeah. So here's a video where I did try one out. I didn't do it from start to finish, but it's like 2 hours of me trying a Kaggle competition. So you'll see, we pulled data. We tried visualizing it in Tableau first. Then we made it was like an Airbnb competition. So it's not exactly a video where I go through the entire process step by step, although that would actually be awesome. But it was a solid 2.5 hours. And you can see the chat was a lot of fun. People were saying all kinds of interesting stuff here. So, hey, what's up, Paolo? It's great to hear from you. So I'm not sure if you watched my newest video, but I got a new computer. It's called a Zephyrus M16, which I know is a very stupid name. For anyone wondering why I keep calling it a stupid name, it's because an M16 is like the name of an assault rifle. So the U.S. military, their assault rifle is called an M16. So I think calling a laptop that is kind of dumb. But yeah, basically I got this new laptop, and I'm just installing all the stuff I need to get everything working. Okay, so I've installed Python. I don't need to install Python from the Microsoft Store. I just installed it separately. Okay, cool. So then what I should be able to do, I should be able to go here Oh, you know what I should be able to do? Yeah, Anaconda prompt. There we go. Perfect. And then let's go ahead and create an environment called minimal data science. So, whoops. I want to pull up this one. So Diego Velez is asking the question, do you think some front-end development is needed for it to be a data analyst? I don't think so, although one cool thing about front-end development is that it allows you to make some really cool visualizations that will allow you to more easily get clients if you're doing freelancing. So I know some front-end development only because I like doing freelancing on the side, so. Does anyone know how I can make this screen a bit bigger on Windows? On Mac, I usually just hit Command plus. But do you know how I can make this like zoom in a little bit? Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Nice. It works the same way. I use my trackpad. Okay. Will a 2020 MacBook Air do the job properly? 100%. It's a great computer. And like I say, at the end of the day, you don't really need that much to do data science and analytics. So Conda, create, and then let's do name, minimal, DS. So what I'm doing right now is I'm creating an environment called minimal DS, and what an environment is it's basically a kind of it's actually quite literally a folder on your computer, hidden deep in your computer, that will have all of the libraries you need to do your data science. And the reason I do that is because you will sometimes work with libraries that are very, very large, for example TensorFlow, which will not work kindly with all packages, and you'll get something called a package conflict where TensorFlow needs Python version 1 instead of Python version 2, but you actually have Python version 2 installed. And so that's why you have different environments. That way you can keep different project necessities clean and together. So I'm creating an environment called minimal DS, which is just my standard data science environment. And then so after we create the environment, we have to activate it. So conda activate minimal _ DS, and then let's go ahead and add a couple of channels here. So channels are kind of like app stores. They're basically places we can go ahead and get some new libraries. Okay, so I got the lower end version. So my version was actually $1,400 or $1,500, and then Best Buy has a deal right now. You can get it from Best Buy for $200 off. So let's add Conda Forge, and then Conda config, set channel priority strict, and let's go ahead and install our packages. Yeah. Also, what happened to waiting for the new Mac? Okay, so for anyone wondering, I was saying for a while that I was going to wait for the new Macs. At the end of the day, I thought about it, and I'm like, I want to play Halo. So I need a Windows PC. So I'm like, okay, instead of buying a desktop and a MacBook, let me just go get a nice Windows laptop. So that basically gaming got in the way. Long story short. Okay, so we just have a couple of packages that we want to install. So we're going to install Pandas, Scikit-learn, Matplotlib, Notebook, Stats Models, OpenPyXL, and XLRD. And then we actually want to install some other stuff too. NumPy will come with Pandas, so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I'm going to be using this laptop for the next couple of days. If I end up hating it, I'll just return it. Best Buy has an awesome return policy. Within 15 days, as long as you don't wreck the product, you can return it. No questions asked. But we'll see. I'm not too keen on waiting for the new MacBooks anymore. At the end of the day, I was going to get a 16-inch MacBook, and that would have been $2,000 plus anyways. And I'm like, you know what, whatever. Let me just get this and I'll be fine. All right, so we are installing the different libraries we need. Oh, interesting. I think this time is entirely wrong. So this is something I don't get about Windows computers. Like every time I get a Windows computer, like I don't know where it gets its time from because it's rarely correct. So set time automatically. It's not 10:13 a.m. Monday, September 6th. Okay, there we go. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't give it location access. That's why. There we go. That's a lot more accurate. Wait, what? It's not. No, it's 9:12. Why does? Oh. Okay. Oh, I have to. Okay, I have to allow location services. Oh shoot, yeah, because so Windows 10 has this thing where they want to know like your location for like literally everything. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like I have to give it location services. Okay, so for some reason it still thinks I'm in the Pacific. Sir, one thing that I know one thing that I know how we do data wrangling, data pre-processing, apply machine learning in object-oriented programming's concepts instead of write a single code. So Adarsh, I'm not really sure I'm following what you're saying. Okay, so it looks like we're still installing this Qt thing over here. Why is this wrong? Do I really? I guess I just have to give it all this like location and like permission. Yeah, so Andy Chen, feel free to follow my setup for Python. So I actually have a video where I show you how I set up my entire like system. So that's this data analyst setup for productivity video. So I highly recommend watching that because I've taught many people my setup and I've never heard anyone have a major issue with it. Obviously, you should do whatever you're most comfortable with, but yeah, I think it's a good setup. Hey, Stephen Lash, great to hear from you. Okay, so I think the next thing I need to do is okay, I'm still waiting for this to finish. Once this is done, then I think we're basically that's basically it. That's all I need to get done for now. So at the end of the day, this entire process takes just a couple of minutes. Once you install like Visual Studio Code and everything, you're good to go. Yeah, so we have a couple of things over here. Oh, okay, good. It's installing IPython too. A lot of stuff got to install. Oh, cool. Scikit-learn's coming in now. I wonder when Scikit-learn's finally going to be in version 1 point something. Oh, yeah, and so for anyone wondering, if you're curious, this is the link to the laptop I got. Hey, Aerocian, welcome. So, I mean, I think the specs are pretty solid. Oh, you know what? I also need to install GOG. For anyone wondering, it's CD Projekt Red's gaming platform thingy. I I bought Cyberpunk the day it came out. Big mistake, huge mistake. But I really want to get The Witcher. I love The Witcher. I might even just buy it today. But where's the software? Is it called GOG? It might be called something else. Oh, GOG Galaxy. Okay, that's it. Download GOG Galaxy 2.0. Okay, cool. Save, and then I need to buy The Witcher and Halo Master Chief Collection while I'm still waiting for this to download. So for anyone that's here for the data science, I am doing data science. I am just waiting for this to download while downloading games on the side. The New Age. Sean, what type of games do you like to play? Okay, so I actually played this. I've been recently playing this game called Advance Wars 2, which is like this really old Game Boy game. It's like from the 2000s. But outside of that, I play... I want to play Halo Master Chief Collection. I love Civilization. Civilization's like my favorite game. You play Counter-Strike or StarCraft? No, I actually don't, but I should probably try it out. I'm more of like I'm very casual about my games. You know, I like games that like require me to think as little as possible, except for Civilization. Civilization's the one exception to that. I love that game. And then The Witcher 3, that's a game I really, really like. So yeah, that's mostly it. So Andy Chen, I'm a rising senior. I see that Nordstrom data analyst intern positions are open. Do you recommend me doing an internship or a full-time position after grad? When you say rising senior, do you mean like a senior in college? I would recommend, if you can get a full-time position, that's definitely recommended. But if not, then a internship is a great, and I did an internship after college, and it worked out pretty well for me. But if you are able to get a full-time job, then I recommend that. Why not Age of Empires? Oh, you know what I should... Do they have a new Age of Empires? I used to play it a lot, actually, but that was a long time ago. I used to play Age of Empires 3. So have they created a new one recently? So Age of Empires 4 is the last one, looks like. Oh, Age of Empires 4 is coming out. Oh, interesting. Okay, I want to see that. Hey, Sunil Kumar. Don't launch it.
Which one?
Okay, cool. So that's done. Okay, so Sunil Kumar has a question. I was waiting for to interact with you and ask my biggest question that nobody can help me with. I'm stuck at merge duplicate error. Could you give me the timestamp in the video you're talking about? Without a little bit more information, it's very hard to it's very hard to help diagnose the error. Civ is very fun. Yeah. I get really addicted to Civilization too. So. I don't know why this is taking so long to download. Scikit-learn. Oh, okay. It's coming out on October 28th. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. All right, so we're just waiting for this to download. After this, I think that's about it. I don't... I've been trying to learn R, but I can't bring myself to actually learn it, because anything I need to do, I can just do it in Python. So yeah, nah. I mean, I'm having a hard time learning R. Honestly, I wanted to learn it, but the more I'm kind of thinking that there's I'm better off working with data science stuff. Oh, sorry, I forgot to answer someone's question. Oh, Stephen Lash, I'll answer your question in a second. I think there's an Age of Empires 2 remake. Interesting. Okay. So sorry, Stephen Lash, I completely forgot to answer your question. How often do you use machine learning algorithms in your day-to-day tasks as a data scientist? So I'm a data analyst. So I in my like regular function as a data analyst, I never use machine learning stuff. That being said, I'm lucky enough to be working on a machine learning platform at Nordstrom. Like we have a project where we're like building a machine learning platform to help speed up the process of creating models amongst our entire team. And because of that, I've gotten to work with more statistics and machine learning models more often. But traditionally, no, I don't actually work with machine learning at all. That is something I'm just like lucky to be able to do as part of my job. All right, I don't know why this is taking so long. So for anyone wondering, basically, we just started... Oh, okay, cool. Stats models now. So we're installing a couple of libraries. And what happens is these libraries have like all kinds of dependencies, so they install a bunch of other libraries like along with them. Oh, wait. Oh, it just keeps going back to the bottom. Okay. This is what I hate about the terminal. Like, if it changes anything down here, it just goes right back to the bottom. Okay, cool. Getting pandas. Pandas is probably the most important library for a data analyst, or even a data scientist, I'd say. But yeah, Andy Chen, I mean, again, you're in the Seattle area. If you have any interest in working at Nordstrom, let me know. We're always looking for talented people, and we're expanding like crazy. So like Nordstrom Technology is a great place to work. I really like it. All right, I think we're almost done, and then we have to just test it out and make sure it works the way we expect it to. Is there anything else I need to set up? Let's see what I set up over here. Anaconda. Oh, okay, I spent most of the time setting up Anaconda, looks like. RStudio. Okay, so I'm not going to install RStudio yet. dbeaver, I won't need to access any SQL databases on this for a while. Okay, so that's probably it. Hi, I am also a data analyst. Pranav Shakar Numushkavi. Cool. Is pandas enough to learn for a data analyst / scientist? Not for a data scientist at all. For a data analyst, yeah, you'll probably be able to accomplish most of your tasks using pandas. Okay, cool. So I think we are done. Awesome. So if anyone has any last questions, leave them below. That's really all I wanted to set up today. I just want to set up Python because I don't think I need anything else right now. Nathan Enriquez, do you conduct data science purely on desktop, or do you flip between desktop and laptop? Cheers. Hey, so okay, I don't use any desktops at all, unless you're counting the setup I have right now as a desktop, where like my laptop's plugged into an external monitor. I purely use laptops for everything. If I really need some like some computing power at any point in time, I'd just use cloud services. So yeah, that's about it. So Mitra Sarkar, what's your view on Linux? Linux is awesome. At the end of the day, if you're deploying code onto servers, usually they're Linux servers. So I mean, it's awesome, and I really wish we lived in a world where Linux became more popular than Windows, honestly, because it's free. I know that, like, for example, if you're buying a laptop, your Windows license is baked into the cost of the laptop, and it would be cool if we just had, Linux, which was free. So okay. Ashton, thanks, brother. It means a lot. You were helping people like me every day. Lots of love. Here's my time. Okay, so 52 minutes to 54 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what you're talking about over here. How deep of a knowledge of Python or R do you recommend you need to be working at Nordstrom? So go ahead and watch my video on Python. I think if you know that, then you will be more than ready for a job at Nordstrom. So I think that is probably the advice that I would give. So sklearn is the main library. Cool. So let's see what we got here. So let me go to my SurveyMonkey video. Honestly, I have no idea how this video hit this many views, and I've basically never been even remotely close to that ever since then. I don't really know why, but I'm thankful that this video hit as many views as it did. But yeah, no, this was something else. Okay, so you're saying 52 to 54. So let us see what you were talking about here. Because if you're getting a duplication error, then what that means is usually one of your columns isn't unique, and it should be, whatever you're joining on. So, okay, we're combining dataset melted. Because if you copy exactly what I do, then you should get the exact results I did. So, okay, we're combining dataset melted. Yeah, I'm assuming that's great. I'm assuming most people like that are here got on that we're on this video first, because it's by far this video has more views than the rest of my channel times 5 or maybe even 10, honestly. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's check out your YouTube channel. Oh, cool. So, give me a second. We'll get back to this. Thank you so much, man. SurveyMonkey video actually inspired me to join Data Analyst Bootcamp. Awesome. Thank you so much. So you guys, it's actually kind of funny because I have, and I don't know if the comments will show up over here, but there are some people that were like, oh, this looks boring as hell. Now I know not to become a data analyst. And I mean, it's a kind of rude thing to say, but at the end of the day, I think that someone knowing what they don't want to do is just as important as people knowing what they want to do. Hey, what's up, Priyank Vlogs? Great to see you. I'm trying to see if I can find that comment. It was a more recent one. One of the streams got me here. Okay, cool. That's awesome. So I'll keep doing the streams in that case. Or either way, I would have kept doing the streams, but newest first. Yeah. This guy was like, okay, huge boring job for me. Thank you for explaining it. Now I know to get it out of the way. And I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm looking for, and as you can see, I liked his comment. I'm not going to love it because I don't want to bring too much attention to it. At the end of the day, what is important is that I wanted people to understand, okay, what is data analytics and are they interested, so. Oh, nice. Wow, 12. That's awesome, dude. You're 12 years old and you're here. That's, I'm 26, dude. and you're doing the stuff I'm doing, so that's amazing. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. Okay, so, sorry. To answer your question, so Sunil Kumar, key error, Q plus sub Q as an output. Hey, so, okay, key error means basically that, so here's what I would do if I were you. Go ahead and check that, so let me go back over here first. Go ahead and check that the dataset melted dataset and the questions dataset both have a questions plus sub-question column inside them. If you're getting a key error, it means that one of those datasets don't actually have these columns inside it. That's what you should first check. Thank you so much, Daniel P. Oh, I'm really glad that y'all like this video. I mean, obviously, at the end of the day, I can see the like to dislike ratio. It's obvious that this was a video that people really like. I'm just trying to figure out why YouTube recommended this one, but YouTube doesn't seem to recommend my other videos that show very similar work. I'm not too sure why, but I'll keep making the videos anyways. I'm really glad that this one blew up because it inspired me to keep the channel going. But yeah, so Sunil Kumar, I hope that answered your question. If you're getting a key error, it means that either dataset melted or the questions dataset doesn't have the questions plus sub-question column inside it. And if that's what a key error is. A key error basically means like this column key does not exist. Or you might be misspelling question plus sub-question, or maybe you have an extra space in there or something. Extra spaces happen all the time, where for whatever reason, like sometimes the column will have a space at the beginning of it. So what I would do if I were you, I would type in like dataset melted dot columns, and then see what, like, if there are any extra spaces around the question plus sub-question column. That's what I would do. Priyank Vlogs, how's the battery life on the new laptop? I haven't tested it out yet, so I got it last night and I haven't really used it for anything yet. I'm not expecting much. At the end of the day, I haven't been that impressed with Windows laptops when it comes to battery life. But, you know. That's interesting. At that time, there was a boom in data life. Maybe it was just that. Hey, you know, maybe that's what it is. And I'll keep putting out these videos. I am really glad that you guys decided to join my live streams. It really inspires me to keep going and keep doing what I do. And as long as I have y'all's support, then, you know, I'll keep making videos. It's I have a lot of fun doing this, honestly. But that's really all I had for you guys. I hope, Sunil Kumar, I helped give you a couple of avenues to search as to where your problem might be without actually seeing your specific, like the specific way you handle everything. It's impossible for me to actually tell how what's going on. Outside of that, though, if you guys have any questions, leave them below. I'm about to log off for the day and probably go play some Master Chief Collection now. I think that's about it. I installed everything I needed in my minimal DS environment. That's basically all I need to do to set up a laptop initially. I don't use R on a regular basis. I was trying to learn it, but like, you know, you know how it goes. And there's no shame, I'd say, in like, you know, not completing something if you just like honestly don't have a use for it. And with R, it's just like I couldn't find a way to use it. And also, okay, so Pranav Shrikar Nimishakavi, I'll check out your channel. This is good. This looks like interesting stuff. I can't actually play it right now because I don't have headphones on, and if I play it, then like, what do you call it? It'll echo a bunch. Thank you. Ashwin, okay, go ahead and if you're wondering which laptop is best, go ahead and watch. Thank you so much, Munsib. Go ahead and watch the video I put out just today. What is the best laptop for data analysts? Long story short, I don't think that the laptop matters too much. So I put out this video just today for anyone wondering, where I like go over what laptop is the best. I got an Asus Zephyrus M16, so I got this laptop right over here. I have the link higher up in the chat if you're looking for it. Thank you so much, Steven. How long should I be learning Python and Tableau? How long did you take? Of course, Sunil, I really hope that did help you. How long should I be learning Tableau and Python? I would imagine Tableau shouldn't take more than like a week to figure out. Python may take a couple of months to figure out, especially if you don't have any familiarity with like programming. Programming is a completely new way of thinking about the world. So don't be afraid to spend some time learning Python. But Tableau, I wouldn't imagine it takes more than like a week or two to figure out. It's a fairly easy to use software. But yeah, so Ashwin, like best laptop, I don't think that there is one. I got this one over here. It has an RTX GPU inside it, which I can use to train some neural networks. And yeah, that's about it. And a nice processor and everything, and I can play some video games if I want to. So, of course. Well, thank you so much, Sunil. If you haven't already liked the video, everyone make sure to go like the video. It shows YouTube that like you like what I put out there, and maybe I'll get another video